Hi everyone, I'm Letty. Welcome back to my channel. This is Letty Sparkle. For those of you who are new here, I'm a makeup addict that lives in the south of England in Bournemouth. I'm 34 years old. Yes, so I just love all things makeup. So in today's video, we're going to be just going through my powder collection. So I've done my foundation collection and my concealer collection. I'll link them here if I can, if not they'll be linked down below. But yes, I'm just going to go through the powders that I use mostly, the ones that I don't use, that I've used once or twice that I don't use anymore, and we'll kind of go from there. So I'm just kind of going through my collection at the moment. I'm kind of going through a no-buy month or two, just because I want to use a lot of my old makeup. I've got so much makeup in my collection now that I forget as soon as I buy something new what else I've got. So I thought, let's just do, as we're in lockdown and stuff still, I mean I think it's going to start easing off now, we're now coming into June, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll start easing down, but we're just going to go through my powders anyway. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So I'm going to start with kind of like my least favourites, and I'll kind of leave my favourites to the very end, which is what I do with most of my videos. So so this one is one that I got in TK Maxx. I think in the US it's TJ Maxx. So this is a CK one. This is a pressed powder for 400 bisque, and it's a nice powder. I don't use it very often because mainly I forget that I have it, but it's very, very soft. It is like pigmented and stuff, so, and it's quite yellow tanned as well, so it's not a bad powder. I just always forget I have it. Again, this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this. So yeah, but that's quite cool. So yeah, that's that one. So again, I'm going to put that in my pile of powders to actually try and use. That one there. I have a couple of powders that I actually use as bronzers, which are the Pure 4-in-1 pressed mineral makeup. They're both in very deep shades. My sister-in-law used to work in Marks & Spencer's where they sell these, and she used to get these in the sale, but they're far, far too dark, so there's deep and deeper. So I use them as powders. I've only used them a couple of times, to be fair. Again, I forget I have them, so... But yeah, I've used them as powders and they are really nice actually to use. I'd love to actually have one in my skin colour so that I can actually do it as a foundation powder, so it's really, really good. And next one. So this one I got in a glossy box or a birch box, one of the two. This is the Luna by Luna translucent powder. I think I've used it like once maybe. I just remember it being, it comes with a little puff and everything, but I don't remember liking it. So again, I'm going to put it in a pile of ones to try, because I don't remember how I feel about it, to be quite honest. So I think it's in one of my videos, which is like using only products that I received in glossy box. So I'm going to put this in the same pile with the CK one to try it again. Probably going to have quite a big pile of that. Another one that I've actually recently used, this is the Main banana setting powder. This is okay. It works with some concealers, it doesn't work with others. This is obviously to set under your eyes. Yeah, I've tried it a couple of times over the last couple of weeks actually, and on one of the times I thought, oh, actually it looks quite nice, and the second time it didn't. So I'm going to look back at the footage for that to see which concealer worked well with this and which didn't. But it's an okay powder, so it works with some concealers, not all of them. But yeah, from what I remember, it's okay, not too bad. This is the MUA Makeup Academy Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder. This is very, very, very fine, and although it says translucent, it's very, very white, and it leaves a white cast on me. I don't like it at all. It's very, very... It's so silky feeling. But I don't remember liking it. But again, I haven't used it. Oh, sorry, I've got like powder everywhere now. I don't remember using it because it was so long ago, but I remember not liking it. So I haven't used it since. Just gone everywhere. But again, so I'm going to put that in my pile of things to try. So here we go. I'm going to have lots of videos with old makeup to try. It's very soft feeling actually. This one is from Primark. Primark is like quite a cheap shop in England. Don't know if they think they've got them all over Europe now. I don't know if if they're quite made it to the US yet, but they do makeup. This was £2. It's still got the price on there. This is a really good powder. I don't use it very often, to be fair. It's a loose mineral powder, but I use it to set my under eyes. It has got coverage, so it's like got colour on it, but this is in nude, so it's quite a nice colour. It does work quite well under my eyes and stuff, and for the price of it, you can't go wrong. Yeah, not a bad powder at all. I do use it sometimes if I don't want to even do like an affordable makeup look and I don't want to use my Laura Mercier, I'll use this one instead. It's a good alternative. It's not as good as a Laura Mercier, but it's not a bad alternative if you're on a budget and you want a kind of decent powder. This is okay. It's not going to blow your socks off, but it's not going to disappoint you that much either. I'd prefer to probably use this over this one, to be fair, with the May one. So yeah, that's a good one. One that I do like, and I have used lots of, is the Kat Von D Lock-It Translucent Powder. This was my go-to until I found my Laura Mercier powder. I have used it a lot. There's still a lot left in here. It comes with a beautiful little puff. This is a mini. It's not a full size. It only cost me like £10, I think. But yeah, I really like this. I did use it the other day, and I used it, I don't know what concealer I used it under or on top of, but it did not look good, and I remember it being amazing. So I don't know, it's because maybe I have more experience now that I don't like it, but it wasn't good, so I didn't like it at all. But I used to love it, so maybe it was just the concealer I was using it with. So I'll try it again with another concealer and see if that works better. I think I used to use it with Tape Shape, and I've not been using Tape Shape. I used either the LA Colours one, not LA Colours, LA Girl concealer, or the Too Faced possibly, but the Too Faced with everything, so I think maybe the LA Girl. I will try it again. Anyway, that's an okay powder. If you want it, again, it's quite an expensive one. That was £10 for that little pot. I think the big pot is about £20 odd, so it is expensive. I've gone through these, put them on the side there so I don't forget. Now this I bought because Tati used to go on and on about this Coty S pun. I do not like this. That I do know. It stinks. It stinks of, like, you know, do you remember when you were younger and your mum used to buy soaps? It stinks like that. It stinks like soaps they used to gift to your nan for their birthday and Christmas. It just smells so bad. It's got like a big puff in it. I don't like it. I don't know what I do. Again, I've only used it like twice possibly because I didn't like it at all. So I might do like a video of products that I don't like, and I might feature this one as the powder I don't like, because it's a massive pot. It wasn't very expensive. I think I got it on Amazon for about 11 quid, and for the amount of product you get in here, it's quite a lot for its money. But if I'm not going to use it, it was a waste of money. So I'm going to give it another go. But yeah, first impressions was that I did not like it, so yeah. And I normally like everything that Tati recommends, but this, not for me. I don't know, again, I've only used it a couple of times, so maybe it was the concealer or something, I don't know. I only mainly use powder to set my under eyes. I very rarely set my whole face. I did actually set my whole face today, but I don't really do that very often, so this one. And the next one is the Revolution Translucent Loose Setting Powder. This is a really good it's really lovely packaging. It's not a good product. I don't really like it. I really wanted to like this because it was affordable, and I love the Conceal and Define foundation and the Conceal and Define concealer, and this is kind of from the same sort of line, and it's talc free, no flashback, water resistant. So again, I'm gonna have to try a few more times, but first impressions were not great. Didn't really like it. It kind of just, I mean, my under eyes look amazing today because of the combo I use. So yeah, this, I don't know, I'll keep trying and see if I can make it work with different concealers. I should make a note really what works with what, so that I remember when it comes to these sort of videos. But yeah, it's okay. Nothing, yeah, I wasn't overly blown away by it. It was just okay. It wasn't amazing. And yeah, that's that really. Now, two products, again, I have two of the same. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Golden, which is my shade that I would set my face with. I have hit pan on it, sad times, I know. And so that's my face shade, and then I've got a bronzer shade of this one as well. So again, I use this shade for bronzer. Again, I haven't hit pan on it, but I smashed it, so it's half of it is gone. So This is an amazing powder. It's again on the higher end of the scale, but it's brilliant. I set my whole face with this today, apart from my under eyes. But I use the Mineralized Skin Finish and I use the bronzer colour as my bronzer. And I just love how it makes your skin look like skin. It doesn't make it look cakey, it just makes you look natural. And it just, I don't know, just gives you a little something. Really like this. I will repurchase this when this runs out. Obviously not currently, but when I'm buying makeup again, I will repurchase, because I do love that powder. It's a very good powder. I've missed one out. So this is another Revolution one. This is the Bake and Finish Luxury Baking Powder. I do actually like this for baking and for setting underneath my eye. If I'm doing a more affordable makeup look, this is what I'll use instead of Laura Mercier. Obviously, you know that's coming next. Sorry, I think the fox is calling for whatever the foxes call for. It's such a horrible noise. So this is the Revolution. Yeah, I do really like this product. For the price of it, I think it's like £5 maybe, I think. Okay, so yeah, this is a good product. Now, I don't really know if this comes under powder or not, but this is the Skin Finish in Radiance. This is a highlighter, but it's kind of like, I use this to kind of set all over my face. When I want a really glowy sort of look. It's kind of really nice, got really nice sheen to it, and it just kind of rubs in. And I'm not going to do that because I've not rubbed it in properly, but it kind of just gives you like an overall like glow. Can you see that? Where I've rubbed it in. Don't know if you can. When to the camera sets the colour. Like, can you see how my hand's just all glowy? It just kind of gives you an all over glow. I don't have it on today because I wanted to kind of just have the highlight, but it's a really nice product. So I don't really know. This is a Radiance. This is kind of a shade for my skin tone, and they have a lot of lighter shades. I've got deeper shades as well. So, but yes, a really good product. This was a make me buy product. But yeah, really good. And obviously I've talked about it like 3 or 4 times. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. This is the best powder I've ever used, especially for the under eyes. I used it today. I've got the Jouer concealer and I've got this on top, and it just kind of like, I have normal creases underneath my eyes here. That's just my eyes. But all here, it just looks, especially on camera, it looks so smooth, so airbrushed. It's beautiful. It is £30. It is expensive, but I've had it for about a year, I'd say, maybe even more, and I've still got so much left, like, because you obviously use a tiny amount. It's just an amazing product. It's a beautiful colour. So yeah, I really like it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous and stunning, and I love it. So yeah, so that's all my powders. So I don't have as many powders as I have concealers and foundations. I'm quite picky with powders, to be honest, and since I found Laura Mercier, there's not many that I would, well, none of them went over this one. I would love to find a drugstore equivalent of this. A couple of honourable mentions would be the Bourjois, is that how you pronounce it? Bourjois Healthy Mix pressed powder. I can't remember what it was called. I thought I had it in here. I don't have it. I might have binned it because it was really old. But that was an amazing setting powder. That was my first powder that I had. That is a really good powder, but it's a pressed powder, so it's not translucent or anything. So it does give you colour and stuff and coverage. And it's a really nice powder. And that's about it. The ones that I've tried anyway. I really want to try the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, but we don't have that in the UK. I might try and get it on Amazon. Again, it's going on my list. But yeah, so that's my powders. The winner is Laura Mercier, which I'm sure you could have guessed because I kept mentioning it throughout the video. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a huge big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you in my next one. Thank you. Bye bye.